Okay, bam. Hold on. Officially live. Let me click in and see what's going on with the people. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. Click that. I'm just waiting on them to get up in here to make themselves known. But while they're coming up in here, of course, with you, because it's a lot of people that's not here that they're going to be here in the future. But before we even get started, what I would like, hey, baby, I see you didn't came up here, I party. Before we get started, what I would like for you to do is I want you to give like your Instagram or Facebook, information. So after this classic that we're getting ready to do, I want them to have the opportunity to see your fine ass and to also enjoy this music that you blessing the world with.
Sounds good.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So we're live. All right. So I go by the name of eProdigy. You can find me everywhere online, eProdigy SD. If you guys want to interact with me personally, as far as music, events, just commentaries, anything to do with opinions and stuff like that, you guys can find me on Facebook and just hit that subscribe button. It's Estrella Garcia, and also known as eProdigy SD. That's on Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube. You can find me almost anywhere.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Okay. And that's all your social medias?
Yes. iTunes, Twitter, all
What
that.
what you want to do right now, to give them more of a blessing, baby, make sure you tell them about the new song that you got out, and make sure when you go to when they go to your Instagram to hit the link in the bio, so immediately they'll be able to see the video on YouTube.
Righteous. So we just dropped, me and my team. Shout out to Tim Gutta, who was the director and the producer of this video. It's called Find One on YouTube by eProdigy. We just released it about a week ago. We also had a nice video release party at Club 625. I'm from San Diego, California, from the 619. So most of my events are hosted there. We just came back from Atlanta, which I was there for a good 3 years. Find One's available on SoundCloud, on iTunes, on YouTube. If you go on Instagram, you can click the link. And if you go on Facebook, you can watch all the promo videos, a couple of trailers for upcoming videos. I got a couple people on my team, younger folks, 16, 17-year-old, that are also dropping music. I show up to their events as well. So you'll see me in a couple of their music videos. But yeah, you can find everything on my Facebook page, on my Instagram page, as well as my Twitter, just to keep updated of everything. I've got another video coming up. It's called Trouble. I'm going to be showing out. It's going to be a nice little footage of that. So you guys need to stay tuned on top of all that too. Pretty dope sound, man.
Right, right. And then, don't you just see, look at my boy Jay. My boy Jay that already came up. He said, "Who is this fine ass woman?" Oh, hey, man, listen. That's pretty much what everybody, is saying. That's why I'm gonna ask more questions. So, not only we're gonna find out about her music, but we're gonna find out more about her life. And for the new people that just, came in, she gave her social media in the beginning. I'm gonna ask her to just say it one more time before we get started, because I know a lot of y'all just getting up in here. So, baby, could you just bless them one more time? Give them Instagram, Facebook one more time, because the fellas is coming up here and they're like, man, who the hell Sin got up here, man? She fine as a motherfucker. I'm already knowing.
Thank you, everybody. I just want to let you guys know, Simful the Peace said it first, okay? So if you guys see me out here later in time, just know that he came up with this idea. He knew he gonna see me shine somewhere. So I go by eProdigy SD. That's eProdigy SD, San Diego, California, from the 619. That's Instagram, that's Facebook, that's Twitter, that's iTunes. Any online platform that you can think of, I'm there. eProdigy SD. Check me out. And welcome to everybody watching.
I'm putting this on Instagram right now. Give me a second.
I'm gonna get to sharing it too, just so that all my followers.
Yeah, I wanted to give everybody an opportunity to come see you.
Yeah.
But in the meantime, so you keep, because of course you keep San Diego, keep the 619, you know what I mean, coming out your mouth, and that's definitely what's up. But let me ask you this. What inspired you, you know what I mean, to even like, you know, get into music? Like, did you go to like school for it, or like what school did you go to in, you know what I mean, your young years as a little girl? You know what I mean? Was it something, did you receive inspiration from a teacher or a vocalist? Did you get it from school? Like, what transpired?
So my father, he's in a reggae ska band. I grew up going to all his concerts since I was like 12, 13, 14, growing up to listening to reggae and ska and kind of like a hip hop culture. My mother, she's a poet. She grew up writing a lot of poetry, her whole life, Spanish, English. So when I was younger, I used to love to write poems. And when I was like in second or third grade, I used to win awards for like Writers Cafe and just poetry and stuff. And my first song that I ever tried to record was for Tupac's song, Dear Mama, for my mother. And I was 14 years old. And I got on top of that desktop computer, grabbed a little microphone from a PS3 or whatever, and plugged it up and just recorded myself. And just ever since then, felt like I got a little buzz with my friends online and started collaborating, doing remixes until I came up with my original songs and kind of blew up a little bit in my town. So ever since then, I've just been influenced with so much music, especially because of my father. We were always turning up to different types of events and living the reggae ska life. You know what I'm saying? You're always smoking, full of creativity, empowerment, vibes, and the energy of just how music makes me feel. It feels great. So
I like that. And then not only that, I like the fact that you actually had, you know, two parents, you know, in your upbringing. That's very rare, you know, in this day and age. You know what I mean? And blessings to your father, you know, for giving you that inspiration to pursue music. But let me ask you this: what type of childhood would you say that you had?
I cannot say that I had a difficult childhood because honestly my mother did her very best to provide everything for us. But boy was I reckless. I used to get in trouble as a little girl. I mean, I stayed fighting at school. I used to be in and out the house. I got locked up in juvenile hall when I was 14, and ever since then, I was a little badass. So I had a little bit of ups and downs. I did live up the street life for a couple of years, in and out of group homes. I felt like my mom at that point couldn't handle me anymore, couldn't take care of me. So I was always in and out of Polinsky group homes, foster care. I got emancipated at 17, got my own spot, started messing with my dude, and took it from there. And then just, grew a hustle out of me and a little grind. And I just stayed in the streets, messing around. But overall, I had a great childhood up until my teenage years where I just started going crazy with it. So I write a lot of my music comes from my inspiration from the streets, my inspiration from the people that I used to fuck with, not only when it comes to men, but people who were close to me as friends, as family. I'm very passionate when I write, so it all reflects back to who I was back then. So yeah.
What you were by you having two parents, of course I wouldn't expect that. Like, what compelled you to go into the streets? Did you just just get up, just feel rebellious, or what made you go out and do these things? Because now we done went from of course the two beautiful parents, and shouts out to the parents, but how did you even get to the level of going to group homes and things like that?
My father was there, but he wasn't there in the household in the picture all the time. Matter of fact, I have a sister who's also the same age as me, just 3 months younger than me, on my father's side, and my father married off her mother, and they've been together for this whole time. My mom raised me by herself, two other children after that. Um, I feel like a lot of the problems that I had that led to my street life was mainly attention, probably from my father. I feel like a lot of women who end up in the streets, or a lot of women who end up falling in temptation of the street life, is because of missing sources. And I feel like even though my father was physically there, his presence was needed. I'm a Pisces, so I feel in depth with everything, and I feel like sometimes even his love and I became a little fast girl since I was young. I felt like just his presence wasn't there. I try to find love different places, and it made me do things that I wasn't supposed to be doing. It made me go out at night, sneak out, ditch school. It made me just, that's what made me. I feel like it was the lack of love, the lack of attention.
Hmm. So by your father not physically being in your life, and by you missing that love, you're saying that you actually went into the streets looking for what you should have got from your father.
Yeah, a male figure, more like a protective source, more like the I love you, the type of I love you that you can feel it in your heart, in your soul. You know what I'm saying? The mother love, it works, but from woman to woman, that sometimes it's a hole that's not being filled all the way. So I felt like a lot of the times there was just space that I wanted to get from a man. That's kind of how I felt at one point.
So, by you using this universal language called music, to speak to pretty much everybody within the universe, I know that by your music being so real, that it's going to touch so many, young women, who are pretty much going through the same thing, and that's why it's not just a beautiful face. Of course, when I see you, it's like, man, this woman look good as hell. But when they actually listen to the music and learn the pain behind the lyrics, the pain that inspired you to write these lyrics and to do music like that, then it goes from, oh, she look good to, oh man, shit, she's a real person. Damn, she did the real shit. Damn, this is relatable. So, this is actually very good. What I would like to ask, you know, when did you write your first song? Like, and what inspired that? Like, what was your first actual song? What was it about? And what inspired it?
The first song I ever recorded, like I said, was a remix to Tupac, Dear Mama. And it was just basically apologizing to my mother for everything. You could actually find it on SoundCloud. I was actually like 15 years old when I recorded. I'm 20, about to be 24 now. So you can only imagine 8, 9 years of that from a long time ago. I talked about how, my father wasn't, my mother did her best to do everything she could. So that's my first song I ever recorded. It came inspirational from all the times I try to ask my mother for forgiveness. I put that woman through hell. I mean, court fines, juvenile halls, violence, just too much bad stuff. But my mom, she's my number one supporter, and we've came a long way together. But it was hard back then, and that was the first song I ever wrote to her. Is I'm sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry.
And by me being so nosy, and by you being so beautiful, and by me being so carnal, I do have to know, what are some of these things that you was apologizing for?
If I can remember right, what did I say? I said, I mean, for the juvenile hall stuff, I think one of the lyrics that Tupac said was hugging my mama through a jail cell. I said the same thing there too, because my mom used to always come visit me in juvenile hall. I did 8 months at one point. My first time ever was 3 months. And she used to always be supportive, even though half the time it was because of how bad I was towards her. So
Yeah.
I always felt like my mom had some type of sympathy for me. You know, she understood, but at the same time, I was reckless. So just anything that Tupac said growing up, I was 14, left my mama, you know what I'm saying, pregnant, you know, left another bitch. She was out here getting it. We was just some young 14-year-old bars, you know.
Okay, well let me ask you this. Matter of fact, before I get into that, one of the family members they asked, "What is your SoundCloud?"
SoundCloud, eProdigy SD. That's eProdigy SD. You could listen to all my songs there, including the newest one. I have one that I haven't released to the public, but it's on there, so you'd probably be one of the first people to listen to that. And you'll hear the Tupac song on there as well.
Oh, okay. Now, I wouldn't be me if I didn't sit up there and go there because in order to make great music, it's all about inspiration. It's all about vibration. So listen, of course, by you going into the streets, said you was about the street life and you was about the hustle. So let me ask you something. When you was into the streets, what type of hustling was you doing?
Um, so I'm trying to be a strong advocate for women. So I'm gonna say this with pride, even though it's not part of my life anymore. I got into prostitution when I was 17 years old. Before then, it was just usually just weed uh, that I was selling. Sometimes they had those little party drugs or whatever. But when I got into a relationship with a person that I was with for a very long time, and of course, I got emancipated at 17, had my own apartment. My little jobs wasn't working for me. School wasn't working for me. I dropped out of school at 17 and I decided to hit the trap. So I was introduced to that lifestyle when I was 17, going on 18. A month or two, I turned 18. And I did that for a good 3 years up until I was like 19 years old, almost 20. And I gained a lot of good things from the game, a lot of knowledge, um, a lot of respect and rules to this. But no knocking hustles. It just wasn't for me. I had to get my life straight. I went back to school, got my high school diploma. I moved to Atlanta and I started a business out there. And now I have a good resume. I have a clean background record. I've never gotten caught up with any of this crap, thank God. But it was a very rough lifestyle that I got into at a young age. So that's what I was doing.
Well, just to be fair, you got in it, of course, as a teenager, and that's not unless somebody was deceived. But if a man knowingly participated with you, that's totally contrary. So I don't know, like when you were in the professing to be a prostitute and engaging in prostitution, did you ever get involved with a pimp, or did you keep a boyfriend? You know what I mean? And you basically was just
We
hustling with.
Yeah, we both got in that lifestyle together. The person who convinced him to convince me was a full blown pimp. He had a little white hoe bitch who knew they were good. They were close enough to know my age. They knew. They knew. I never once lied or fabricated any of that. I was with that man for 2 years before he tried to test any of that type of stuff to me. But he had a lot of friends who were involved in that lifestyle, like no boyfriend pimping. I'm talking about Max and Gorillas, and you know what I'm saying. So he got convinced by his friend to try it out, and we both started it off like that. And at first, I wasn't very convinced with the idea. I did not like it or enjoy it at all. But once we started seeing more benefits out of it, it started becoming a habit for me and more like a mentality that I had to get used to. But it wasn't like I fucked with a dude who had nothing but pure game and this is the lifestyle, baby, and this is what we're gonna do before we get. No, it was never like that. Matter
Okay.
of fact, if yeah, it was not.
See, I like the fact that you gave clarity about that because as you know, people are going to see that. I tried to go live on this earlier, and I went live like 3 times, and that's why the notifications kind of got messed up. So those that are not here, they're going to be here later on. Once this video is posted, they'll receive a notification, and they're going to watch it. And, of course, with the type of content that I put out, people are going to gravitate from all walks of life, but especially the lifestyle of pimping in the home. You know what I mean? Because everybody know what Sinful to P be talking about. So, when they come to the channel, I know they're gonna be like, she said, that she wasn't in the life and it wasn't for her. Shit, that's because she ain't chatting.
Let me tell you, I come from San Diego. We got nothing but boyfriend pimps, okay? If I would have been raised somewhere else, would have gave me the game much this, and I would age with the mentality that I have today, I promise you, going to get that money wouldn't have been a problem at all. At all. I felt like a lot of, because of that situation with the boyfriend pimping, it kind of ruined my perspective of wanting to choose a nigga who got a couple of teammates and got a whole organization and a whole, a stable for this shit. And I probably would have found myself more productive and better results in that position than I would have with my feelings involved. But the game is the game, and we get it how we get it. So,
well, just to be fair, I actually know some real ones that come out of the 619. Shots out to Dago. It's just that let me say this: a woman can meet a clown or a male actress in Chicago, in the Bay, in Vegas, Southern Cali, Northern Cali. It don't matter. We got clowns are omnipresent. Male actresses are omnipresent. So, one area ain't gonna be bigger than another. The probability of a woman running into a real one sometimes is higher in certain areas than others. But at the same time, there's some real ones that come out that day go, man, on the gangster side, the hustler side, the pimp side, and everything, man. I fucks with the 619. I fuck with Dago. So, with just be real, like a bitch could sit up there, she go to this area, she come to my city and meet a clown. You know what I mean? So just being all the way 100, sometimes things basically don't transpire at certain times. It's an appointed time for everything to transpire. And, you had some besetments and disappointments in times past, but, you got an appointment with success in the future, man. You know what I mean? So what I did want to ask you is what transpired when you were prostituting to compel you to come out of prostitution? Like, what transpired? When did you say to your mind, like, this is not for me? Did somebody have a gun in your head? Did you get raped? Was it a car accident? Did you meet the ugliest trick in the world? You know what I mean? Like, what transpired to make you say that I don't want to prostitute no more? I'm not going to be selling my pussy hole. I'm going to the studio to get my bankroll from now on. Like, what made you do that?
Man, one thing I can say is I was so damn fucking good at this shit that the fact that the whole trick situation and all that stuff, I don't think I ever once, there was a time where I missed my payment. There was never a time where I got raped. Thank the Lord. There was never a time where I came across somebody disrespectful. Of course, there's people that are always going to be skeptical, but I felt like the program that I ran and my mentality and how much I feel in depth, I never had a situation with a trick or a date that made me say, fuck this, I'm never gonna do this again. Because every person that I seen once, I always saw it twice and 3 times and 4 times. And I set up a clientele and the revenue through the people that I met once. And from that point, I stuck to them more than I had to with new people. So there was never, ever a time in my life where I felt like a trick or any problematic situation was the thing. I never risked it. Money, you know what I'm saying? It was never to the point where, oh, we need that right there, so you're gonna have to do it regardless. Nah, if it was too skeptical, too sketchy, one thing I can say is I did not have to do that, and I did not have to. and that was a good program to run. But what made me stop was the person that I was with. He got involved with someone. I know you had a similar story to this because I've been watching your feeds for a very long time, and I always appreciate some good truth and some good game. But my man was messing with somebody who deceived us of her age. She even lied about having children. She lied about where she was from. She lied about her age. Turns out she was a 14-year-old girl with no kids, a runaway. And it was to the point where she was working for the police damn near, and she gave out all types of informations to the people, and he ended up going down for an investigation over her. There was also a time where that was where I got locked up for 1 day as an accomplice for human trafficking on a minor, and then the judge kind of saw me as case dismissal, no further prosecution, and he ended up doing his time like 3-4 years. So that's what made me stop. My man got took away from me. Other than that, I probably would have still been 10 toes down.
Okay. And is he currently incarcerated? Did he get out?
He is, and he's not, but he's been out. He was out a couple, but now it's kind of like an in and out thing for him, unfortunately. So.
Okay. Well, blessings to this situation too.
Yeah.
So when he got incarcerated, of course, you stopped hustling because you was only doing that anyway because of the guy that you was with at that time. So when he got out your life, and that let me say this, a lot of times that's what transpires with a lot of ladies. They only got involved because of the man that they was with. It wasn't so much that that's who they were or what they were doing. You know what I mean? Like if you come through some boyfriend, girlfriend thing, you know what I mean? You pretty much just coming in with your man and you doing what you're doing out of, inspiration for what you feeling for the man that you're currently with. But it wasn't that, oh man, I'm gonna be the greatest hoe or I'm gonna be the coldest hoe. You know what I mean? It's only a few that actually have that mentality. Reality is that most females get involved and evolve in the lifestyle simply because of the guy, that they wanted to be with or stay with, and they know that they had to do certain things or wanted to do certain things only because of the relationship or situationship that they were in at that time. So of course, and what I like mostly about you is not only that your testimony is real and your music is real, but what I like about you is you actually, it didn't take you like 50,000 years to say it. Didn't nobody have to come out and say, oh my God, oh, now she want to be on stage, performing for the 50,000 people. Bitch, I remember you, I remember you was catching a date. I'm going to TMZ. I got an interview with TMZ. I'm telling it all.
I can't wait.
Go ahead.
I mean, I can't wait. I know if you're from San Diego and you're watching and you know exactly who I am, you know where I come from, you know how I used to get down. Because if it was one thing, two things, and three things that I was well known for was beating bitches up, was getting money, and was making music. That's it. That's how you know me from the town. If my name buzzes anywhere, TMZ, VMAs, Shade Room, that's the first thing people are gonna say. The first fucking thing, man. And I'm waiting on that. I'm well prepared because I'm not ashamed of my lifestyle. I got it good. I had it good. Motherfuckers, I was a show out. You know what I'm saying? I was prideful at the time, and motherfuckers knew that I was out here getting it. So they can't say nothing but that. To be honest with you.
Do me a favor. Just say like the last 15 seconds of what you said, because of the audio, it came off distorted, and everything that you're saying right now is the best definition of important, and that's why I'm saying having you say it again, because I want the audience to hear about your life, which is important. So the last 15 seconds, bless us one more time. What did you just say? Hello?
All I said was, yeah. I was watching now. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. You coming in. Go ahead.
No, everybody from the town was a go-getter. They know that I was about my paper, my bread, one way or another. So I'm just waiting for that moment to come where the only thing that they try, bitch used to be getting down at one point in
Hold on.
their life, up until.
Hold on for a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. Your connection is definitely out of the will of God right now. Hold on. Let me try to bring some restoration to the situation right now, because that audio sounds a fool. Hold on. Okay, speak now. Hello? Yeah, speak now.
Yeah, can you
Yeah,
hear me?
what I'm gonna do is I'm going to probably add you back so your audio can come in cool. See, I see you
Okay.
moving. It's
Let me
just
turn
that
off the camera, turn off microphone, and see if it makes a difference.
you said, like, right now you sound cool. You might not even have to do nothing. Like right now you sound cool. Go ahead and speak.
Speaking.
Yeah. You sound cool with your fine ass.
All right.
Um, yeah. So, going back to what I was talking about. So, okay, of course, now your man gets locked up. You start, you know what I mean, getting into music. You know what I mean? You're doing your thing. Hold on, because your picture just, there you go. You know what I mean? You're getting into music, you're writing songs and things like that. Would you say that your music is like medication for what you went through previously? And would you encourage, other young females or young women who've been through certain situations like you have to get involved, as far as like maybe working out or maybe going to the studio to record or maybe writing poetry? Whatever outlet that they can, use, to get rid of that, not so much to get rid of, but try to medicate, things that in times past, or use, the past to basically be a lesson to the future by testifying about it, whether through verbally or whether through song, you know what I mean? So is that something that you would encourage, the youth to do, or?
Yeah, I mean, when you're involved in this type of lifestyle, you definitely need a distraction from reality. And when I mean by a distraction by reality, it's not necessarily because you're doing bad, but sometimes this type of lifestyle that women get to can be overwhelming, and it can be it could take a toll on your head if you're not, strong minded, and I feel like if you can focus on an alternative or on a coping skill while you're, hustling and doing what you got to do, that's going to make life so much simpler. I mean, I remember being in hotel rooms, just working on my craft and listening to the beat the whole night, just staying up. That's how I was staying up and staying up. Like you said, working out, that's a good alternative. That gets you all your frustrations out, all your energy, you stick it onto that. And a lot of people got to find their talent, not necessarily with music, but just find something that you're really good at, and just run with it, because it's hard. It's hard to not have something that you love, that you can be so passionate for, while you're doing stuff that you need to do for yourself. A lot of people get lost with themselves and get lost in this lifestyle because they don't feel like they have anything else that they can rely on or go to or move forward with. And I think it's very important. If you listen to my songs, none of my songs have a depressive state of mind. Everything that you hear that comes with pain comes from a boss bitch mentality. You develop. You hurt me, you played me, but I'm gonna come out doing better. And that's what I encourage every woman out here to feel. Like the boss bitch that they are. It takes a strong woman to get into this game, into this lifestyle, because it's not fucking easy. It is not. And if you have a voice, not with music, but if you have a voice, if you have a story to tell, read some blogs, a diary, a notepad, anything that can take your pain into art, into beauty. because that's what it's about. It's about another person feeling the same thing that you felt, what you were going through during those times. If you're in the trap, listen to my music, and you're gonna feel like a boss bitch, even when you're not. You got nothing in your pockets, man. Listen to that shit.
See, that's such a blessing, man, to go through everything you went through and just have that type of energy, that type of mentality. You know what I mean? The person, you're not just beautiful physically, just but in totality. I like that, man. You know what I mean? Let me say this because I already know the guys is gonna be like, look, man, all of this is cool. I like all of this, but I want you to ask her, you know what I mean, what her music is pertaining to. You know what I mean? Does she got any songs for the fellas? Does she got some songs that's kind of R&B-ish, you know, talking about that good fornication? Does she got any type of songs, you know what I mean, for sex? You know what I mean? Like what type of man, what to look forward to from her music? Is it just hustling? Is it just beating up bitches? You know what I mean? Or is it just boss bitch status and just beating these hoes up and getting money? Like, is there any songs that's got anything to do with some fucking and having sex?
Look, listen, I'm a lyrical genius. I'm all about the metaphors. I'm all about the punchlines. I'm all about delivery. I promise you, if you listen to me, you will not hear another female who's bringing it like me. I got songs that are R&B, piano, that's the game. It's all about the game. I spit so much knowledge into these women's brains that it's like, damn, I felt that. I remember that song that I just recorded. I said, my heart is made of gold, but for you, I'd go and pawn that shit. Never pay attention to a nigga who be on that shit. Baby, I'm a pro and all these studies, go and con that shit. But if you like it, go and knock that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's like a bunch of game. It's like paying with game. I have a song that I haven't even dropped yet. I sing in Spanish and I rap in Spanish, and it's more like a reggaeton vibe. So if you like that party reggaeton, I got something for you too. I got a lot of gangsta hip hop, like, you know, ciphering specials too, and but mostly I'm dedicated into my craft of like a hip hop R&B style. I'm not a singer, but I do try to sing a lot of my hooks just to give like a good energy when I start spitting. It's something unexpected. You know, I got an invertible tongue. I can use it powerfully. So
Hold on. What type of tongue you say you got?
I got an invertible tongue.
That just sounds so good. You know, I gotta. Matter of fact, hey, that sound like the title of a new song. You know, man, ladies and gentlemen. You know, what I mean, I want you guys. You in for a treat. As she comes, eProdigy. I got an invertible tongue. Give it up. Give it up. Own way. And she comes her own way. I can see it now. I can see it now. Like #1 hit. I got an invertible tongue. Like that just sounds so good. You know what I mean? Especially coming from your beautiful ass. Okay. So, okay, now that we didn't move, we didn't heard about the invertible tongue, stuff like that, you know, because we got a lot of guys that's outside of the lifestyle. So I know they're going to be like, well, she's no longer in the lifestyle. So, you know what I mean, pretty much she is square now. You know what I mean? I'm a square dude. You know what I mean? I'm a 9-to-5 or I'm woo. Like, so what I want to know is
Kind of express, man. That's what we doing out here. All right.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me ask you this: what type of man do E like?
I'm sorry. Ask that one more time.
What type of man are you interested in? Like, define the type of man that catches your attention, catches your liking. Like, what characteristics does he have to have as a man, you know what I mean, to obtain and maintain your attention?
I always seem to choose the wrong man over and over again. But what catches my attention the most is a man that I know I can't have. And what I mean by that is not to pump up my head or nothing, but when I'm at shows, when I'm at my performances, or when I'm out in the crowd, man, they look good exterior wise. You know, they got the whole nine, you know what I'm saying? The chains, you know what I'm saying? The appearance is good, you know, tall, handsome, cool. But as soon as they start to interact with me and you open that mouth and it's nothing but, it's over. Like, just, people could look so good on the outside, and then once you speak, it's like, wow. But I guess I'm more attracted to that person that's in the back, that's looking at me, and I peep you looking at me, but it's not trying to talk to me. He's not trying to hit on me. It's not with no female because of that. He's just minding his business. He's just observing. Best believe I'm gonna go in and find that man. I'm gonna be like, look, you caught my attention. Where you at? I'm into that. I'm into a man who doesn't play hard, because I love a soft man. I love a man who's all about me, but at the same time, one that it takes a while. It takes a while, mysterious. I like to get to know somebody. I'm all for vibes, man. You could look as good as you want to, have all the money in the world, have a good job, a good car, but it's nothing compared to the man who ain't got shit but everything in here. To me, it's just, we gotta connect. That's all it is to me. I'm goofy. I'm clingy. I'm a lovey person. I sort of
The devil really trying to come against this good game. Okay, you sound like you back now. Like on that part where it was getting ready to get real good, you start going out. You said that you a clingy, you a clingy person. You know what I mean? That you like a sensitive guy. You want one of the more Ralph Tresvant ass niggas. So we heard you. You know what I mean on that. After you said, you know what I mean, that you clingy. What else did you say after that?
I said that I'm clingy. I did say that I'm a very loving person, and even though somebody that I know got my back and got hustle him, I can show me that
Hold on. Hold on. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to invite you again because I don't want it to mess up. So hold on, give me a second. Okay, bam. So give me an opportunity, guys. I'm getting ready to invite her again. You know what? I want you guys to hear that, and the fellas that's watching, I know you're gonna get in the Instagram. You're gonna go to the DM like, what's happening. I seen your cute big head ass. Seeing shit. I checked out your music and everything. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm telling you. This is why I be telling the fellas. That's why it's good to sing. That's why it's good to rap. If you got a musical talent or something like that, for ladies like this, always a good campaign is when you be like, you know what, we should collab. Or we should do something together. We should do this or we should do that. Oh, you do music? Yeah, I do music too. You know what I mean? We should be doing music together. And that's why I tell y'all, don't be listening to these niggas talking about, oh, you ain't this, oh, you ain't that. You know what I mean? If you don't do this or you don't do that, man, you're going to miss out on a lot of good women. You're going to miss out on a lot of money, a lot of good opportunities, good ass pussy, and some more shit listening to these old bitter ass, non-better ass niggas. Hold on. Okay, bam. Dozen texts and notification because of lies, buffer, freeze, game related, no doubt. You already know. Tell it like, yes, man. Hold on. Calling her right now. Because I just sent the invite. Or maybe she was refreshing the phone. That's what I should have told her. Because that connection was not the business. But this is what I be telling niggas. Have something going on. Your gift will make room for you. Just like, for example, Freeze now, you know what I mean, is doing the music. As he continues doing music, you know, you're gonna have women that's going to be at him even more. Like, who made this? Who did this? Who did that? It's gonna open up doors and give opportunities to have certain women in his life that if he didn't do that type of music, or basically was not in the studio at all, it wouldn't have happened. It would have never transpired. You know what I mean? Ted White would have never been married to Aretha Franklin if it not had been for his musical talents. Ted White can write music, even though they just make him into an abusive guy, somebody who was just abusing women and shit. But the truth of the matter is that Ted was pimping, and yeah, Aretha got sent a few times. You know what I mean? Well, more than a few times. But the money that was being generated, you know what I mean, from that, Ted used that to sit up there and be a blessing to Aretha's career. And that's why we had Aretha Franklin. So of course, they're gonna make Ted White into this like abusive guy and all of that. But the truth of the matter is, if it wasn't for the money that his instructions was leading to, you know, we might not have had Aretha Franklin. You know, but Ted would have never had Aretha Franklin if he would have not had the songwriting ability, the managing skills that he had, things like that. Your gift will make room for you. Just same way you looking at her as like, damn, she beautiful. Damn, she's cute. She's attractive. Yeah, she cool. Yeah, she get all of that. But you gotta sit up there, you know what I mean, and knock her or something on that level or better. You know what I mean? If you utilize all that what God gave you. Hold on. There we go. Hold on. You hear me? Can you see? Can you hear me? Hello? Okay. Hold on. Accept the invite. Give me a second. Because she knew to all of this. She didn't know nothing about it. I had to walk her through the whole process. Right. Okay, I see y'all still. Hold on. Welcome to those who are just joining here.
Please leave your message for 4.
Okay, yeah, just you texting me on that. Hold on. I sent it again. All right, hold on. Let me do this for her. Make it a little more easy. Okay. I did. Okay, I see Robin Big Head ass that came up in. Check again. Yeah, you should have it now. True, in my 2 Chainz voice, the word tells you that. Bless us one time for the gift. Dang, we can't be moms over here either. Robin, shut up. Robin like the annoying little sister. You know that little sister that's always asking questions and stuff. Or, you know that little sister that you had that was talking about mom said you got to take me to go outside with you. Well, mom lied. You still ain't coming outside. How about that? Okay, we back.
Are we back? We're back.
Yeah. You
All right.
it's more. You speaking more fluent now. Let me see. There we go. So before we got clicked out, I know you said that you wanted a man that was sensitive, you're loving, you're kind. You want an individual that not only is attractive, but at the same time able to hold your attention, you know what I mean, with the things that's coming out of his from his mind and out of his mouth. You know, now of course, you know, by you being the way that you are, you know, real and bold, I just know that guys and females want to hear because just like these guys is attracted to you, these females is attracted to you as well. You know, so I already know they sit back talking about ask her this, ask her that, ask her this, and ask her that. You know what I mean? So as far as you know, you deal are you into the ladies?
Last relationship, I had the best experience with a threesome and the best experience with a menage a trois. Besides about women so much. Dating though, I'm a cold piece, man. I might slap a bitch around, but I feel like I could really fuck around with a girl that I'm attracted. I love women. I love how they're shaped. I love their bodies. They're such a beautiful creature. I definitely love women. I do.
Okay.
I feel like I love women more than men now. Men, it's none of them are fully satisfying me anymore. Like, and I'm not sex. I'm conversation, energy. It's not up to par anymore. Like I search for something deeper. Sex is great. Sex is there. I love sex, but I just don't know. I just feel like men aren't giving me that desire anymore. It's so sad. Like I love women and I love men, okay? Yeah.
Okay. Let me say this to you. First of all, number one, give them your age.
I am 23, about to be 24 in February 25th.
Okay. So you are currently, you know, very young right now. And not because we both know that you didn't have some real experiences. But what I will say that, you know, prior to, of course, with the, you know, situation with you going through with your dude, you know, your father, of course, wasn't there. You said that your father wasn't there physically. And most females that grow up without their father being in the home, they don't get the correct definition and vision of what a man is because they never really had a man to exemplify the behavior of what a man is. Therefore, she comes into the streets, you know, endeavoring to find out pretty much on her lonesome. So what I will say, I wasn't offended, and I know the men are not going to be offended by this because by you being on the earth for only, you know, 24 seconds, I think it's probably kind of like safe to say that you haven't had an encounter even with a man, just a male professing to be a man. You know what I mean? A lot of women, you know, they had guys that had the physique of a man, the physicality of a man, age of a man, but mental stage, mental page, and just in totality representing manhood. A lot of women have been blessed to encounter that. And whenever I hear a woman saying that I like women more than men, it's not that they like women more than men. In reality, what they're saying to me is, seeing I haven't had an encounter with a man. So therefore, I wouldn't even know what to compare it to with a man at all because I ain't never even really been involved with a man. I just been involved with males that look like a man, had a man's voice, but I've never had my own personal encounter with a man because men are they're an endangered species today. Men are UFOs. So a woman is blessed if she come and have an experience with a man and have an encounter with a man. So as far as that goes, in my honest opinion, you know what I mean? Because, you know, everybody got their preference. And that's why I wanted to ask you questions, because I wanted you to convey some things so everybody can get to know you. But as far as that's concerned, I think that can change. And I already know some other star, rapper, singer, you know, guy that's going to see this going to be like, man, she just ain't met me. She just ain't met me. She just need to meet me, man. That's all it takes. You know what I mean? The only reason why she like girls more than guys, because she ain't met my motherfucking ass. That's it. That's what I asked.
I've had some very good relationships with people. Like I'm a kind soul, and I've met some people that are down to ride for me for real. But like you said, I've never had right there where I feel like they're giving me back what I'm giving them. I'm so used to taking care of men financially, physically, that I feel like sometimes I have never received that back. I have never had somebody who had 100% their best interest in me to see me excel. I feel like it was more always like a we're together winning. If not, if you ain't trying to see me, like it's always been a competition, man. Like I've never had something. I consider.
Hold on. Can you guys, is it just lagging on my end or is it lagging on your end as well? Hurry up and answer me. Is it lagging just on my end? Go ahead.
Up, but
say that again. Are you on your phone or are you on your laptop?
I am on my laptop.
Yeah, I told your ass to get on your phone. The phone probably would have been better.
Yeah, but this phone. All right, let's get more connected on this side. Can you hear me better?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Closer to the Wi-Fi. How's things here?
Yeah, you cool. It just look like you more now. Like that song say, sitting in the darkness. You sitting in the dark. Yeah, you sitting in the dark. You're in the darkness.
All right.
Yeah, it's crispy, not her.
Light.
Yeah, bro even said it. My nigga, Mr. O, for the record, you know what I mean? He let me know that your connection is not right with God. So we got to give you time to get your connection because we want to know about you so bad. You know what I mean? If we got to sit up there and wait for however long, we want to make sure that you cool.
All right, how am I sounding now, people? Everything's a little better? Or
oh, yeah.
Still in and out?
Yeah, no. You better. Whatever you did, it's cool right now.
That was God.
Okay, so look, this is another thing because I know people like you always talking about her music this, her music that. You know what I mean? Make her say some written or something. So you're gonna have to bless us. You're gonna have to give us a 16 or something. You know what I mean? Like bless us. We want to know. We want to spit.
I got the baddest feeling. I made a massive dealing. Just blew all my money, was $250,000. Lord, forgive my sinning. I need major healing. Won't confess about the things I've been concealing. I'm not above nobody, but I've reached the ceiling. There's no going up, but I've reached the limit. God, forgive me dearly if I come off timid, stuck fantasizing, and it looks so vivid. With me always is the baddest women. You can't tell me nothing if you aren't winning. I could tell all you niggas really want to see me, and I could tell all you bitches really want to be me. I could tell you now I come off so divine. Normal thinking like I'm 49. I play with sticks and drums. I got the beats and all, but I swear I'm not in no drummer line. Got you mortified. Hey.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Do you have a song about your pain? Do you have a song, pertaining to what you went through, in your childhood, like kind of like a, telling about, your story? Do you have like a biography type song that introduces?
Yeah, I feel like I have two of them really. I have one that's more on the R&B singing side. It's called "Be This Way." I have a music video for that.
Oh man, wait a minute. Do you sing?
I sing. I'm not a singer, but I do.
Oh no, wait a minute now.
No, your loving got me going insane. I'm here for the love, ain't here for the games. Why you gotta be this way? And it goes, if I ever spill my guts, just imagine the commotion. Half these bitches swear they're yours and half these niggas must be joking. Pop the Zen, I'm in the lands, but not too often in slow motion. Everything you do or say make a nigga wanna quote you, but it's pause. Stop. Man, I've heard it all. Figured that by now you would be tired of the fraud, but you're not. And worst of all, I'm with you through it all. Because when I'm here without you, feels like going through withdrawals. I keep telling myself to slow it down before I wreck it. It's hard to watch the time when all these nights turn into seconds. Funny how I learned the consequence through harder lessons. I guess that's what I get trying to crown some fucking peasants. See, that's real pain right there.
Okay. What I will say though, in the beginning, like when you were singing, you started off, on key, and I like your tone of voice. I don't think that you taking yourself, serious enough as far as your singing, baby. You didn't sound bad, at all.
Oh, you can sing, but I feel like I'm a harmonizer. I feel like I can probably hit a note though. But I can hit a few of them. I could sound a little melody. I'm practicing. It's making it perfect.
No, see me. Of course, being a musician, like if we were sitting at the piano and me listening to you, you know what I mean? Like I can just as I keep listening to your voice, I would actually be able to write to your voice. So by me writing a song for your voice, it's comfortable for your vocal range. So therefore, by you singing a song that's comfortable for your vocal range, it makes it easier for you basically to sing on key instead of out of key. You know what I mean? That's all. And if by you looking the way that you look and being able to sing along with that rap flow, with you rapping and the personality that you got, like you a star, man. You know what I mean? Star. You know what I mean? Like you be all this so modest and humble shit. You just gotta end up being around, you know what I mean, more motherfuckers that just tell you the truth, man. You know what I mean? Keep that truth in your ear. Like you, especially like if you was around myself or just people that just love music. You know what I mean? You have a residence in the studio, a residence in the dictionary, a residence in the gym, a residence with a vocal teacher, a residence, listening to different, lyricists to build up your encouragement, you know what I mean, to get involved, you know what I mean, in this hip hop a little bit further and further. So when bitches even listen to you, it's like, goddamn, I know I had lost when I looked at her, but now that I hear her spit, like shit, ain't no point in me spitting.
I actually do have two very humble, loyal, selfishness. How do you say without selfishness? I guess unselfishness. These two men have worked miracles for me. I just moved back to San Diego like 2 months ago, and they've been helping me push my music to the fullest. My videographer, the person that did both my music videos, he's fucking amazing, very supportive, and they believe in me. And I feel like my other manager, his name is Cesar Belafonte, and Gutta Tarantino, these two guys have been like the best brothers anybody could ask for. Like as far as their loyalty with my music, they're so genuine.
Yo, okay, you coming back?
But
Starting to come back. Just keep pressing on. Keep
back.
Yeah, just keep.
Yeah, you still got are loyal. It is good. I feel like I do have people behind me who have shown their loyalty with this music stuff for me. Is buzzing right now. So it's just a bunch of from here on out, it's just going up. Everybody who tried to stop my grind. My ex used to be so jealous of me rapping to the point where he thought that he was better. You know, people were telling him I was better than him, and he didn't even want me to record or be around anybody who did music. It wasn't, and that's horrible. That is so horrible. That's why I didn't record for a very long time, because all my trap money was going to his mixtapes and his music videos and his props. So I never got to shine with my success in the game, and that's very unfortunate, because a man is always supposed to elevate their woman, but it comes with the game. I charged it to the game. Now I'm winning without a man. So
Well, I say this, I appreciate, and this is the mentality that I would like for you to have. Everybody that I was with that did some foul shit or whatever, I still appreciate y'all for allowing me to basically have the encounters that I did with them, because it's because of what the encounters that I had with those people that I have the wisdom and discernment that I have now. So if it wasn't for those encounters, I wouldn't ever, pretty much wouldn't have never even evolved into being sinful to people. So it took lies, it took deceit, it took, bullshit, besetments, and disappointments for me to evolve into who I am today. So I'm appreciative for, even the bullshitters, the big head bitches that lied, and my mama died, oh, my sister's funeral is this, and you know what I mean? And the reason why I need you to spend more time with me is so I appreciate all of that, because it made me sharper. So, even that battleship that used to be a relationship in your life, that helped you, have a better vision. You can see clearly now. You know what I mean? Your vision is more clear about, different characters, about, coming from people. So,
I'm so prideful. I'm prideful with the pain that I've received, because I congratulate and thank everybody in my past over that. I became the person who so definitely that's that mentality of just don't even mind that. It gave you everything you needed to know for the next motherfucker, or for the next situation, because now you're a different person, more in tune with it. So you're right. I do have that mentality, most definitely. I don't feel bad for anything that I've gone through. I don't even think that I consider it as a setback. I feel like that pushed me more harder.
Right.
I couldn't be a rock bottom again. I could never.
Right. And see, like I said, one thing I like, about you is your energy. And I know a lot of the guys, they like your energy too. And as a matter of fact, because we only got, a little longer, if you can, for me and my fellas, because, I treat the fellas, man, just like brothers, as if we grew up together. I want you to give them the opportunity, to support you on SoundCloud, to support you on Instagram, to go on YouTube. I want you to pretty much give the names of the videos that's posted on YouTube and your SoundCloud, because it's been a gentleman. And you said it twice, but just for him, could you make sure that you say that SoundCloud real slow, because he wants to support you, and you're going to have a lot of supporters, even after this, not just because you're beautiful, but your music and your testimony, and people just like real people. We in a day and age right now, a person's music, not saying you, but a person's music really doesn't even have to be all of that. In my honest opinion, I don't think that Cardi B is, I'm not gonna say that she's not talented, but as far as from what I've seen, that's not my definition of talent, you know? But as far as a charismatic personality, she has magnetism. She's a people's person. She's been through certain situations in her life that people don't give a damn about Cardi's music. They give a fuck about Cardi. Cardi is so likable that people are ready to just push Nicki Minaj to the shelf and give Cardi a chance because Nicki has an arrogant, bourgeois, egotistical attitude, while Cardi has a personality that makes a multitude of people from all walks of life gravitate to her. So,
Right.
I mean, when you're a people's person, you know, your music might not even be all of that. It's a lot of people that don't even like Kevin Gates. I don't know why, because Kevin got talent. But, you know, it's some people that really don't care for Kevin's music. But they have no choice but to fuck with him because he's funny and he's intelligent. You know what I mean? So they have to fuck with him. So when you just, I'm speaking on your individuality, the beauty of your mind and the person that you are. You know what I mean? And that's what I mean by you being a star. You know what I mean? And as far as the music is concerned, everything that I heard that could be developed. That's what a lot of people that don't know music don't understand. And that's why I love Berry Gordy and Motown so much, because Motown actually really, as I like to say, they pimped. And what I mean by that is all their artists who had speech impediments, all their artists that really didn't have a lot of confidence when it came to speaking to people, Motown developed them. They made stars. They took people out of poverty and they made stars. Barry was able to look at different individuals and be like, you know what? You're a star. Like, you know, people that don't know music, of course, they on the side, they don't know. Just like Diana Ross. Diana Ross, her voice was not equivalent to Florence Ballard. Florence Ballard actually could sing better than Diana Ross. And in my opinion, she looked better than Diana Ross. But due to the fact that she was more ongoing, she was more of a people's person, she had that diva-like spirit, you know what I mean? She had more magnetism with her image. And that's why Diana Ross was the lead. It wasn't because she was the most talented. It wasn't even because she looked the best. But as far as that leadership role in the group, that diva type role, that was Diana. So when I say that a person is a star, you know, I'm speaking more than just talent as an individual. I can see things that others can't see. You know what I mean? Especially once certain individuals get some game in them and they be under this game for certain long and you collaborate that game with that beautiful ass appearance. Oh my God. The sky ain't even the motherfucking limit. You know what I mean? That's just real talk. You know what I mean? So when I say you're a star, I ain't just blowing you up. You know what I mean? If you don't make it in the music industry, it's your fault. It ain't because you didn't have it. It wasn't because the Most High didn't bless you with certain qualities, you know what I mean, to generate currency in the music industry. It's because of your fault. You got to have work ethic. You got to sit up there and put yourself out there. But man, you got it. Well, go ahead. What'd you say? Rose, she got the looks already. But yeah, get that information. Get that information again, baby.
This is just baby. You can find me including SoundCloud at eProdigy. That's eProdigy. As whoever, as well as everyone else who's watching now, give out that interaction. I want to know that was you. Hey, that was me on Sinful the Peas Live, asking all these questions. I want to know about you. Reach out to me, man. I am all for the conversations, questions. I love to interact with a lot of people who find me talented, who find me attractive, and who find me overall a very energetic, strong, good person, because there was not a single thing that you didn't say that wasn't facts. I do believe that I am a people's person. I feel depths. I think I have the capability to adapt to somebody's personality, to adapt to the environment. I know people and character too well, and I feel like anywhere I go, I give this great energy. And I worked so hard to achieve that. You know, I used to be very negative, very pessimist. Now I'm all about opportunities. So fuck with me, man. I go by eProdigy SD. Every is where I interact the most. Instagram, you can find all my music on SoundCloud. And if you just type eProdigy, you will find me on YouTube. Sky is not the limit. Everything else is, like he said. Yeah, I want everyone to reach out. If you guys he's live, I just want you to let me know, and check favorite. Give me any ideas. Tell me about your stories. I want to hear everything. I will compare and I will give my best opinions and my best advice to everyone who wants it. And so just check me out. Just fuck with me, because Sin called it first. I'm finna make it out here. I'm not playing with myself no more.
Yeah.
Until you win.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Put your information in there.
I see you. For those who are still in the game, women wise, no hustle knocking or nothing. I congratulate you guys. I salute you guys, especially if y'all ain't no faggots. I'm not talking about the bitches who out here renegading, who just selling pussy because it's the easiest thing to do. Any bitch could do that shit. I'm talking about to the bitches who sticked around and stayed around to the niggas that didn't seem like they were at their best interest and really saw something come up after that. Because sometimes the people that rock with you the most don't have the best interest when they get involved in a lifestyle that they wasn't prepared for themselves. So shout out to all my niggas who's still in the game, 10 toes down, ain't nothing knocking them, and staying safe. And to the women who still fuck with the game, I salute y'all. So money is money, and just stay.
Okay, well, let me say this to you, because I wouldn't even be me. To you, see, like if I was around you, to make you more, because you already attractive, but to make men more attentive to you, the first thing, well, one of the first things I would have told you to do, I'd have said, baby, don't say nigga no more. You know what I mean? And I know, man, you growing up in Dago, you know what I mean, that's pretty much common out there, because I know Dago people. But when you, of course, especially when you do an interview and things like that, and by people not really knowing you and being around you and not knowing the culture of Dago and what's accepted or not, but you got people from religion and the conscious community, then you just got men that just, you know, they just don't think that that's polished. You know what I mean?
No.
That's why I told you. And listen to what I told you. That's exactly why I motherfucker told you that you've never been involved with no man. Because if you was involved with a man, any woman that ever been with me, you know what I mean? I'd have been like, bitch, come here. Oh my God, what I say? Bitch, don't you ever say nigga no more. And after I gave her the best verbal crucifixion of her life, she would have never said nigga no more. I don't allow women of no color, even black, to sit up there and say nigga. Period. This was like weeks ago. One of my students was on the phone and she was sitting over there talking to one of her little square friends. And she sat up there and said, nigga, I just waited till she got off the phone because she was new. You know what I mean? She's still new, but you know, you got to check her. You know, that's how a woman conform, by getting informed. And that's what a man's supposed to be to a woman, an informative representative of knowledge and wisdom. So I said, let me talk to you for a second. I didn't correct her in front of everybody. I took her away. Then when I sit up there and brought her by herself, I said, don't you? And I explained to her. I told her not to say nigga no more. And then I explained to her why, as a woman, she has no business saying nigga. Now, you might hear guys say that, but even if guys are saying that, and to the ladies, that's why I say it's the Game for the Ladies channel. Ladies, you know what I mean? Even if guys are getting into a continuity of using profanity around you, that doesn't give you a license to be unladylike. It's good to be urban. It's good to be hood. It's good to be realistic. But you can be realistic and hood and keep it real without saying certain things, because as a star, because that's what you are, and you got so much potential, I would have told you, when we go on this and when we go on that, don't say this, say this, because when you say things like that, you could potentially offend these type of people. You're going to offend these type of people. And then men, especially like myself, because I'm an old motherfucker inside of a young person's body, I don't like no woman sitting over there saying the nigga word. I don't like even a woman even cursing. You know, all my women, any of my women, no profanity. None. You know what I mean? If I hear any type of profanity, it's rebuking service. And they know what it means by rebuking service. You know what I mean?
You like this every time you listen to my music, because I cuss and I say nigga every 5 minutes.
No, that's your music. But as far as when you on an interview, okay?
No, you're
when you pushing your product, you pushing your product. But I'm telling you just some good game, because music is a universal language. And you got the type of music and the type of appearance that's going to potential to reach millions. And just picture, you know, say for example, like they tried to tarnish Cardi's, you know, her thing with the people. Nicki put out some shit saying that she was talking about gay people. All right. Now, even though I got my beliefs on homosexuality and lesbianism and all of that shit, but if I'm presiding over a woman that's in the music industry, I'm going to tell her, don't say that. Don't say this and don't say that, simply because you're going to have some people in, you know what I mean, the LG, whatever the fuck community that is, the homosexuals and all of that, that's going to buy your music, and you don't want to say that. Like, say, for example, let's say if I had a woman that was in the music industry and she don't like women, she's not sexually attracted to women, I would teach her how to indirectly, but directly answer that question without answering that question. Meaning that, you know, when they ask her, do she like the ladies? I don't want her to say anything to offend, you know, the women that are attracted to her. So, because if she say something like, hell no, I'm strictly dickly, fuck these bitches sitting up there putting pussies on top of pussies. Bitches is confused around this motherfucker. Bring home the dick. I like Stanley Cup dick. You understand me? Super Bowl dicks. I don't fuck with no pussy. And even though it'll make the men like, okay, bitch, I see you. But, you know, to the female following that she had, you always got to be able to know how to use words that's ambiguous and, you know, speak indirectly but directly at times, so you won't offend anybody. You know what I mean? That's all. Like I said, man, Motown, man, they pimp. That's why, you know, when it like a barrier, especially in your day, seeing your finance and your talent, you know what I mean? Just anybody with vision, man, you know what I mean? They can see it. You just got to get groomed up by this game. That's all. Groomed up by the game. That's all. Hold on. Yeah, but the marketability and the talent, oh, it's there. The talent and marketability is already there, and it only has the potential to be greater, you know. So before we get up out of here, let me ask you this, because, you know, it's just me. I wouldn't even be me without asking. You know, yeah. You know, I gotta ask you. You know, the fellas already know, they gonna want to know, like, you know, are you a, you know, like, how do you feel about sex? How do you feel about sexuality? You know, how do you feel about that? Do you, you know, and then not only do you how you feel about it, but if you were to get into a relationship with a guy, you know, would you, like, normally what would be the waiting time? Or is it even a waiting time in existence? Like, speak to us. We want to know more about you.
okay. So I haven't had sex for 2 months. As long as I've been back in California, I have not had an encounter sexually with any man out here. And I say this because I'm a soul snatcher. Like, I can be next to you, vibe out, have a great conversation, laugh it out, have a good time with no sex involved at all. You know, I love to talk. I love to listen. I, you know, agree with a lot of people, and I always relate with a lot of people. And I always get the, oh my goodness, you're not boring. You're not trying to do this. You keep your nails done. Your hair smells good. on that to me, I can really push sex back and it won't be no problem. And I feel like sex shouldn't be there if I guess that's just the mentality, right? Sex shouldn't be there if it's not a beneficial situation with the both of you guys. And I don't just mean by selling pussy and getting money out of it. I'm talking about if that man is not giving you the energy that you need, if you know this man is struggling, if you know this man got bitches, if you know this, why sleep with him? Why give that and put that energy inside your body? That's not necessary. It's not needed. I can go home, sit on this wonderful laptop and enjoy my night without a man and without a woman. Sex is not a big deal to me. But a boy am I a freak, and boy do I love to throw this ass back and suck dick. I'm all for everything, man. I got some tricks.
Let's go back. Let's rewind. You just can't gang bang on this platform like that, and it's just cool. We need more clarity. Plus, I'm slow. Like my family, they smart. But everybody know I'm slow. I was on the slow bus. I'm a special ed type of dude. So you're going to have to break things down for my slow ass. Wait a minute. So you said you like to throw that ass back. You know what I mean? And why? And let me. I mean, let's get some more clarity, some more understanding. You know,
I love sex. Sex is my specialty. I love to suck dick. I love to fuck. I love to just wilding out, just have a long night of just pure fuckery. But I love to do that to my man. Like, I'm a pleasing female. I love to please. Like, that's the best part about sex, that you're enjoying yourself and you love it and you come and it's full of just climax. I love it. But it just, because I'm so passionate when it comes to sex, I can't just have sex with anybody. The mentality and the energy has to be there. It can't be a man who comes off already as wanting to fuck me. I can't do that. Once you come off like you want to fuck me, I'm no longer attracted to you sexually. I'm not. I love a man that can bring out my qualities before they try to pull my pants down. That's what makes my panties wet, to be honest with you, because I love a man that's not interested in fucking. That's when when it happens, because I could say, oh, I'll give it 2 months before we fuck. I'll give it 1 month before we have sex. It could take 3 days. It could take a week, but I know that energy is going to be there. I know that when sex comes about, that's just an add-on. Like, damn it, she fucks good and her pussy smells good and it tastes. That's just bonus. That's just the bonus. And I know that. I know I have that power, so I'm not fucking on anybody until I feel like, you know what I'm saying? It's that energy. I feel like energy is important. Sex, man, women, please stop fucking just anything and anyone. It's energy that you're giving out to the world, man. Like, it matters. It matters. That spiritual feeling, it matters. I'm a Pisces. I need that spiritual. I can't just have a fuck buddy. It don't work like that to me. It just doesn't. Even if we're not together and we get along great, you're not a fuck buddy to me. You're somebody that I give a fuck about and I'm fucking with, and I'm not fucking on no one else. But sex is hard for me now. Sex is real difficult to find for me.
Okay, well, just from what you said, now I'm slow, okay? As we both know, your brain moves way faster than mine. But I would like to say this. I would like to say that you said that you like a guy, who's not in a rush to do this. He's, he knows how to abstain from things like that. And, I don't know, man, but as you begin to define certain characteristics, man, it sounds like you got a liking for a pimp. But, but that's just me. That's my little mind. But I will say this to you. It's going to be very hard, even though you technically was never with the pimping, but by you being with that guy, in times past, he was actually, friends with somebody who you say, was an actual pimp.
Yeah.
So, what I will say is, even though you didn't know at that time that certain things was wrong and contrary to right as far as the game is concerned, you know what I mean? You learned later on, like, okay, he wasn't supposed to do that. I wasn't supposed to do this. We wasn't supposed to do this. I was out of pocket when I did this. Damn, I was so green when I did this. damn, he was wrong when he did this. Damn, he was green when he said that. You know, but now that you know what is and what ain't, you're attracted to what's right about the game, because when you really think about it, you know, first of all, I agree with you, man. You know what I mean? Procrastination only builds up the anticipation for the fornication even later on. So, you know what I mean? When you got a guy who treats himself like a trophy, when you got a guy that treats himself like a championship and keep you in suspense and then give you game to basically get the expenses paid for, hey man, you know, you don't have no, you know, choice but to like on this guy. You know, he's more than just handsome and good looking, you know what I mean? His mind is just the best definition of beautiful. It's impeccable, you know, and it just seemed like it's incomparable right now, especially with all these, you know, clowns out here. But the guy that you said that you were attracted to, it sounded like a pimp. It sounded like somebody who has been blessed by the game, because to actually find an individual like that, as far as a square is concerned, he might have a desire to be that. He might want to be that, you know, but in all reality, he's not that. And he 9 out of 10 won't do that because he doesn't have the game. So he don't have that sustaining, that keeping power in the time of trouble. You know, when them lustful demons come at him, he don't have nothing, you know, to combat, you know what I mean, that fat ass and that nice titties and, you know what I mean, that nice, beautiful tongue that can come out of a woman's mouth. You know, he don't have that. So, you know, man, you're going to be really waiting on an eternity trying to find that type of man in that type of square world, because, see, like yourself, go ahead. You want to say something?
Before you go fast forward, because you are not slow. You actually are on top of everything. I messed with somebody for like maybe 4 months. I needed like a little boost, right? And he wasn't no gorilla pimp, but he was a pimp. And I can say I never fucked a guy. I never had sex with a man. It was 4 good months. I feel like mostly it was because he had 2 other girls, the main bitch and a little bottom bitch or whatever, and then me in the works, you know what I'm saying? And we all worked together magnificently. And I never thought I'd ever be for a team, because I'm into my dude and my dude only, because that's how I got brought into the game. I got brought into the game with someone who was only mine, and I had a share, and shit went sideways, and it was all over chaotic. But I fucked with someone who demeanor wise was incredible, personality wise was incredible. The honesty was there on every female. He wasn't fucking on me, which made things 10 times better. And I feel like I'm attracted to that so bad. Like, I really regret not fucking the man. Like, it wasn't something that I wanted to do. I wanted to fuck, and I'm pretty sure he did too. There was no doubt about that, but it just wasn't a time for that. It wasn't to the point where he was going to let another program run separate, or even if we did run separately, he wasn't with me overnight because he had to, you know what I'm saying? It was never the time. And I was so attracted to that. Like, something about the fact that he didn't need my pussy. He did not need it. Like, he didn't.
He was above it. He was more powerful. He wasn't a slave to your womb.
I was in love with that. I was so into that, man. Matter of fact, where he at now? No, I'm just kidding. Like, fuck.
What's happening?
Hey, if you watching this, man, I'm just
yeah. I'm watching, bitch. You know what I mean? I'm the one in there. Let me stop. You made me feel like we was out in action or something, man. Man, come on now. You know we interviewing, but no. When you let me say this to you. As far as trying to find a man like that, of that caliber, you know, among squares.
No, you're not gonna find that in squares. That's the sad part. You can't find what I want in a square life, because you're gonna get a square if you're gonna want a square. Yeah. I need what pimpancy consists of, which is I don't need a bitch, but I sure can have you if I wanted to. Like, I love being told what to do. I love a man you know what I'm saying? A woman is supposed to submit to a man. A woman is supposed to treat their man on a pedestal. And I feel like a lot of women, even though women deserve it, but a lot of women feel like they're the ones that's supposed to be treated like a queen, and they're the ones that's supposed to be like my woman. But sometimes it's not always like that. I'm all for a man just having that leadership and being respected, and authority wise, I sure love when a man has control. I'm a person that abides by the rules. I'm a person that by all means supports something really strongly when it comes to my man. But you can't find that in the square life. That's why it's too cheesy, man. You gonna get a nice guy that treat me right, that does a little clingy shit that I like, but it gets boring after a while because you don't have that capacity to be somebody that puts me in my place when it comes to that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, them squares that gonna mash on you, baby. You know what I mean? Like, he not gonna go hard, baby. You know what I mean? He gonna go soft, and just to be 100, pressure, you know what I mean? The fire, adversities, you know what I mean? The task at hand, that's what make you go harder. You know what I mean? The instructor giving you them instructions and being hard on you, you know what I mean? Not being able to be, because a woman know when she can play on a motherfucker. She know when she can seduce and reduce a motherfucker. She know when she could go in a man's mind and, you know what I mean, pretty much sit up there and do it. Okay, this go here. I don't like this. This go right here. She know them type of guys. So when you come across a man, see, because even though, we saying pimp this and pimp this, one of the major reasons why you're attracted to a pimp is because before he's a pimp, he's a man. As the incomparable Mel Taylor said, in order to be, before you're a pimp, you got to be a man first. You're attracted to the pimping because he's a man. He's everything about him is power. He's powerful. You like the fact that it's dominion. You like that oh my God, like, wow, like, he just got me out here just doing right. You like being a woman. You like being in the presence of greatness. You like power. You a woman. And no, a square ain't gonna sit up there and do that shit with you. He's not gonna do that shit with you because he don't even know how. Some of these square guys want to put the heels on with you, and he want to go get it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So, try to find that amongst them squares, baby. You know what I mean? Good luck with that shit. You know what I mean? But hey, let me just say this. Just because, and not just for her, because there's gonna be some ladies that's gonna watch this and who has been with, the wrong participant in the lifestyle in times past. I never want you, I've been saying this from the beginning, let me say it now. We cannot judge a population of people simply because we was with the bad representation within that population of people. You can't categorize a whole population of people simply by the bad representation that or the bad experiences that you had with the bad representation, that You can't do that because the truth of the matter is, you don't know enough people within that population, and the truth of the matter is, I really think that you got some qualities and some characteristics, that just are beautiful for any man of power, especially the pimpin'. You know what I mean? So just keeping that thing all the way 100, I wouldn't shut the door, baby. You know what I mean? Me, myself, I love it when we stay amongst ourselves because the reason why I say that is, and I gave an example not too long ago, when you look at any type of family, like when you look at the mob or the Italians and things like that, Italian people only wanted their women, their daughters, sisters to marry Italian men. You know what I mean? When you look at the children of Israel didn't want, you know what I mean? They wasn't supposed to get married to Gentiles. They was only supposed to stay amongst Israel. And that's how I feel. And that's what I know pertaining to pimps and hoes. Pimps is only supposed to be with hoes. They ain't got no business trying to be with no girlfriend, trying to be with a square. It is a waste of time, a true waste of time. And a woman that's a hoe, that has been governed by the game, that has experienced being with a true pimp, a man whose mind is the museum of game, and you a sapiosexual woman, you desire mental climaxes every damn day, you want to be mentally intrigued, you want new revelations, you want the real interpretation of what this and this is saying, you want clarity, you know what I mean? You want an outstanding understanding about everything and everybody, then you want to be with an informative representative of life and the lifestyle. You want to be with a pimp, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody that at least come from it. So, you know, a woman that come from us and she try to leave us, and then let me also say this to the ladies, this is just my opinion. It's just my opinion. It makes no sense for a woman to have been in the game, whether she was a prostitute or whether she was a true hoe. One thing a prostitute and a hoe have in common is the fact that they're dating preachers, they're dating teachers, they're dating boyfriends, they're basically dating husbands. So after helping boyfriends cheat on their girlfriends, husbands cheat on their wives, pastors committing adultery, you've seen hypocrisy manifested from all walks of life. And to leave this true lifestyle of knowing the truth, it might hurt you. It's a lot of pain within it. But one thing I love about it is the truth. And to leave this after seeing so much hypocrisy from people who got, you know what I mean, notoriety in society, people that got honorable titles in society, people who got religious titles and religiosity, and to go into that and actually thinking that you're going to find Mr. Right that's going to be faithful to you. You're going to reap what you sown. If you help people commit adultery, if you help people commit fornication, and then to leave the lifestyle and to go try to be a square as if you forgot all the lies and hypocrisy and guys taking off their wedding band to be with you. You've seen hypocrisy from all walks of life. So in my honest opinion, it is a waste of time. I'm slow as hell. I don't got no game. I'm just a YouTuber. But, you know what I mean? From the outside looking in, from my YouTube eyes, that looked foolish. That looked mighty foolish. That looked very foolish.
No, you're on point, and I'm just a musician, and I'm a square band, you know what I'm saying? But I talk about this all the time. I don't see men the same. I definitely don't. If there's something I can get up out of you, I will. And I'm not a user type, but I just feel like it has to be beneficial. I know I'm mixed, but I mean, I know I could never marry my kind. I could never marry a Mexican or a white man. I just couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. The biggest of them all, I couldn't do it. When we get to 40, 50, 60, you know what I'm saying? One call, that's all it takes. I can't. That's why the beauty of a black man and even the beauty of a pimp, it's different. It's just so different. Like, it's so different. Like, I can't, and I know you understand where I want to go with this, and I hope that everybody understands.
Hey, baby, I totally understand. I have a complete, and it's hey, you said so much, even right there. You know what I mean?
Well, that's all I have to say then, because I know that my time ain't done. I know eventually I will come across a situation where the benefit outweighs the pleasure. And I know I will come to a situation where the pleasure does come from the benefit. I'm not scared, you know. I can smell a square from a mile away. I can smell a real man from a mile away. And I know what it takes for me to slip up, but I also know what it takes for me to get up and do it. And I feel like I'll come across a man who intrigues my mind because he's in the game and because he has so much knowledge. So I can't say that I'm ever end up with a square, because I don't think it's in me. I don't think I have the capability of knowing that this man is trying to be faithful and trying to have a family, but you know what I'm saying? He ain't afraid to spend some money on some ass. See, no man of mine is ever gonna fall to tricking. Like, I can't have that. I can't have that. And you mentioned it in several blogs about what a pimp really is, and you know what I'm saying. Drugs don't involve that. You know what I'm saying. Having girlfriends don't involve that. It's a strictly one profession, one fucking profession. And I feel like a lot of motherfuckers call themselves pimp, but be selling drugs, but be doing this, but be doing having girlfriends and wives and making that. It's different. And then I need that for them to know what's right rather than just talk about it and church this and preach that. Nah. Some of you little men, you know, are out here doing the same thing y'all so cold-heartedly trying to avoid and saying y'all not, but you'd be surprised, man. Atlanta showed it all to me. California showed it all to me. You never know who's on the other side of that phone trying to buy some pussy, man. You just don't fucking know.
Right.
But it could be anybody, and it's just never know, man.
Right.
Hard.
I don't know, man. You know, this I really like this video, man. This is I like this. You know, I like the vibe, man. You know, we gonna of course, you know, I had to speak on your life. I had to speak about, you know, certain things in music and everything like that. But yeah, we're gonna have to do this again. And by you having your mind being so beautiful, we can speak about so many other topics and things like that, man. I love your vibe, your energy, and you know what I mean, I'm gonna give the opportunity to my brothers because I already know my brothers. They got some things to say to you in that DM. They got some things to say in your comment section. And me, I'm just a blessing to the game, man. You know, I'm just a square. It's just a blessing to the game. I just want to be a blessing to the game. You know, was he really a pimp? Man, I'm just a blessing to the game, man. I'm not no pimp. I'm just a blessing to the game. I work at White Castles, you know what I mean? And I'm just a square. I'm just a square, man. I'm just a YouTube. So, you know, before we leave, what I want you to do is I want you to tell them about any future project that you got coming up, you know what I mean, as far as music. What are your endeavors, you know, as far as, you know, musically. And I also want you to give your information one more time, you know what I mean, for everybody, because I want everybody to have an opportunity to talk to you, because I know you're going to have some followers tonight. Everybody not even in attendance yet. You know what I mean? And I'm going to stay building up this channel. And let me say this to the ladies. The reason why I haven't been on this channel is because I wanted to give you guys an opportunity to hear people from all walks of life. Now, of course, I spoke to her. She's in music. She's doing the music. But later on, like, I don't know if this week, next week, whatever. But I'm going to start having women on here debating. You're going to have a Muslim woman debating with a Black Hebrew Israelite woman. You're going to have women from the conscious community on here. You're going to have women that come out of prostitution, women that, you know what I mean, the strip club. Do hoes make more money than strippers? Or do strippers make more money than hoes?
That's a good right there. That's entertainment, because I'm very eager to find out what the aspect of both sides is. Is prostitution or is it stripping? What's going on? So,
yeah, you know, which one makes more money? Is
which
it
one's more honorable?
Which one is the blade? Does the blade make more money than the strippers? Does the strip club producing more money than the track? You know what I mean? Like, I want to have women on here. Of course, I give my opinion here and there, but this is the ladies' channel. And this, let me make this known to the fellas. I love the fact that the fellas is here. You know what I mean? And of course, the notifications got fucked up because, like I tell you, whenever I go live, because I was trying to go live, you know, earlier, but I couldn't, for some reason, I couldn't connect her. So whenever you try to go live or you went live, because I went live a few times before I actually had a chance to go live with her, and that's what messed up the notifications. And that's why, you know what I mean, it's only 51 people as of right now. But when it ends, of course, the notifications will get out, you know what I mean, and everybody had the opportunity to see it, you know, and of course, I'm going to promote it on my IG. And not only that, I'm about to start fucking with this channel even more. But to the fellas, we want to be more positive, you know, about our ladies. Now, of course, every woman that I bring on ain't going to be as beautiful as she. Okay? That's just reality. You know, of course, I ain't trying to bring no booger bears and scarecrows on this motherfucker. They ain't trying to scare y'all and shit. But every woman that has talent, every woman that, you know what I mean, is musically blessed or physically blessed, you know, they don't specialize in the medical field, or they don't specialize, you know, as far as biblically. So, you know, I want to have women from all walks of life representing different walks of life. So I want what society classifies to be negativity and what society classifies to be positivity. I want representatives from both sides. So I will have women on here who got their masters and, you know, all of that. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is the woman. I'm only putting out content on this channel for women. So fellas, when we hear, we don't want to say anything that's discouraging or judgmental to the ladies, because where judgmental people don't exist, the comfortability more comfortability that women have being expressive about their individuality, about their sexuality, you know, just express it. But if they got too many judgmental people around and making all them judgment, just like, okay, when I had Z on here and Z was talking about, you know, she like a guy to fuck her and sometimes spit in her mouth, you know, somebody else might be like, oh no, bitch, you nasty. Oh, hell no. But we can't do that. You know what I mean? Just like me personally, my preference, I could give a less fuck for a woman licking and lapping on another woman. That shit don't turn me on. You know what I mean? That shit don't turn me on at all. What turns me on is her sitting over there obeying my instructions and complying and applying to what I got to sit up there and put up in her ear and accomplishing, you know what I mean, these motherfucking dreams that I put up in her mind. Now, as far as sexually, yeah, me and her, or me and them. But as far as me seeing two women, that don't move me. But that might move him, or that might move him, or that might move a woman. So I don't want to make any judgmental comments that might keep a woman like me. I don't want to spit in a woman's mouth. You know what I mean? That's not my thing. I'm not eating booty. I'm not putting my tongue up in a woman's booty hole. Bitch ain't putting her feet up in my mouth. You know what I mean? God has anointed me to preach. This game has anointed me to do, you know what I mean? So this my mouthpiece. This is the instrument of the game. This is the mouth. This is the gun of God. You know what I mean? God's microphone. I would never take my tongue and defile it and putting it in the booty hole of a woman. Shit that came out of there. You know what I mean? And toes. This bitches be walking on the streets with no shoes on, and you want that to put that in my motherfucking mouth? No, will not be no pussy eating, no booty sucking, no toes, or none of that. You know what I mean? So, you know, I know a lot of ladies like, he ain't the guy. You right. I am not the guy. You know what I mean?
Me personally, I love when a man admires my feet. Now, I have such beautiful toes, and I do my hands and I do my toes, and I just love when he just grabs my foot, massages. Now, I'm not talking about start sucking on my toes. That's not, I don't even like the toe sucking part, but I love a man who admires toes, that loves feet, buys me heels just because he wants to see how my toes is looking like. Like, I love that. And as far as booty eating and stuff like that, I'll be the first to say that shit don't feel like nothing to me. But here's the brain right here, okay? I love licking around and sucking and doing all types of crazy stuff that me personally, my last man that I was with, you know, I was sucking his dick like crazy. And I would go down and I would start sucking the balls and I would start licking the balls. I get sloppy and slippery to the point where I would flicker my tongue around his booty hole. And it was such a crazy, and I am so thankful that I had a great experience with that. I didn't taste nothing. Everything was wonderful to me. That we did it a couple more times, but I can only say I fucking licked another man's ass. And I'm not talking about Jordan cocked back his legs or nothing. And I'm not talking about the man bent over and started getting, no, nothing like that. Like, as a sexual, you know, fiend and monster, I got to balls and dick and what's that little section between the balls and the there's a word for it. Yes, there is.
As far as when it comes to this booty thing, hey baby, no. I don't have no game. I don't have no knowledge.
The men that's out there watching that know that little underneath the ball, that little area, and it sometimes, you know, the tongue does what it does and it motions out everywhere. But for a man to eat my ass, I couldn't see it happening. But I have a ass, and that's one crazy story that I will throw out there, because it's just, sometimes it sounds disgusting, like the toe sucking shit, but when you do something or do something,
we know what it's called. I don't know.
What is it? Please tell me, please.
They talk about the tank, like, but hey, I don't.
Oh man, it was such a great experience for me. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I felt closer to him. I felt like
I'm sure you did, darling.
I love that man. I loved him so much.
Yeah. But see, I like the fact that, see, like I say, like, and I remember one time me and the fellas, we was chopping it up. You know, some didn't care really for a broad sucking their balls, and some did. Now, what I will say, and women laugh every time I say this, but I say, if a man put his balls in your mouth, he trusts you. Because let me say this, man. It don't matter if a motherfucker built like Craig Munson. He could be built like Arnold Schwarzenegger at the age of 25. Check this out. That man, if you bite a man's balls or do anything that can harm the balls of a man, he could be the hardest Crip, the hardest Blood, the hardest gangster, GDBD, whatever. But if you do anything to them tender balls, you can destroy and wreck that man's life for life. So, you know, just keeping that thing 100, you know, if a man put his balls in your mouth, he trusts you, bitch. All my ladies there, bitch, he trusts you. You know what I mean? Especially, I'm going to talk to my squares now. If you're a square, especially, you know, if you've cheated, supposedly, because I don't even know it, but, you know, the cheating thing that y'all got going on, you know, but if he messed around with other women and yet he put his balls in your mouth, he knows that, you know, he trusts you. It's like, you know, I messed around with other women, but I still trust you with my life. You wouldn't harm me. You know what I mean? Like, bitch, I trust you with my balls, like, in your mouth. Like, this is trust. Like, when a bitch like, so, wait a minute, do you trust me? Bitch, I put my balls in your mouth. So, I want you to be able to say that when a woman be like, do you trust me? Baby, I put my balls in your mouth. Of course I trust you. You know what I mean? But every guy is different. Me personally, I'm going to keep it real. The reason why my balls won't be going in every student's mouth is simply because, number one, it takes a certain amount of loyalty, you know, and she got to go through some things and she got to give some things to even be on that type of level. But what I will say is, you know, if she got jacked up teeth, you know, of course, a pimp gonna go get her teeth fixed. But even after probably getting her teeth fixed, I don't know. You know what I mean? Because she might got some like shredder shit going on, can opener shit going on in her mouth. I don't know. But I'm real protective about my balls. Okay? You know what I mean? I just don't treat my balls any kind of way. My balls are real tender. You know what I mean? So I wouldn't do that. And plus, you know, a lot of these bitches' breath be contrary to the will of God and the will of the game. So I'm not gonna allow a bitch to put stank ass breath on my pimpish ass balls either. You know what I mean? Because my balls do smell better than a lot of these bitches' breath. So no, I won't be disrespecting my balls. But you know what I mean? Some guys like it. Some guys do like it. You know what I mean? But as far as when you said that you love sucking dick, I already know that you're going to have some followers tonight. You're going to get all the compliments. You're going to be like, you're going to get a lot of guys that going to be like, man, I just love your music. You know, at first I wasn't feeling it, but after that interview, you know, I feel it now. Like it wasn't ringing to me, but now You know what I mean? Like now it sounds so much better. Like I played it again. I was like, wow, how come I didn't hear this the first time? Like this shit sounds so good now. Hold on. What you say? All right, yeah. Okay, cool. Now I can hear this shit. Yeah, now that you suck dick, and I want the ladies to understand there's like beautiful things to experience in life. Like, think where Kim Kardashian would be if she didn't suck dick. Like, her family was already well off, but she's in the position that she's in right now because she sucked a dick and it was televised.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? She's not worth hundreds of millions because she's the most talented woman.
No talent at all, matter of fact.
Yeah, but she's got some game about herself. You know what I mean? And she wouldn't be, she's not going to receive the honorable title of a hoe from me, but she got enough game about herself and she turned the situation into something. She got children by one of the greatest producers, of all time. You know what I mean? Like, man, all because of sucking a dick. So to you women that be like, man, I don't like sucking dick. I don't like sucking dick. You know what I mean? You better go ahead.
That's a shame.
It's a shame.
Sex with no head is like a sandwich with no bread, man.
Oh, check you out. Hey, matter of fact, that's a cool song. That's a cool little song.
Cool little 2 bars.
That's a cool song.
I'm not just saying go out there and suck anybody's dick. Even the people that you fuck on, don't just try to suck dick like that. You can't just put anything in your mouth. You know what I'm saying? Like that whole spit in the mouth, that's freaky. That I understand that, but it is not something I would do. I'm a germaphobe. I can't just have your saliva in mine. And you could choke me. I'm all for the hair pulling. I'm all for a little slapping, even in the face. But I'm not with the spit in the mouth. That's not. So just don't go around sucking no dick like that. If you really if you mess with your man, if you really are down for him and you want to give him a good time, suck his dick. Don't use weed, you know what I'm saying?
I was already feeling your music, but man, the more I just listen to you, man, I'm feeling it. I know the guys, they like, man, this woman is truly a blessing. The ladies gotta take heed. No, I'm just
Thank you. I try to put myself in that position. I'm not just trying to speak. I feel like I live up to that. I gotta be all beneficial, man, and it has to be for the right person and the right energy. Who would I be if I was just out here fucking whatever looks good? Just be like the next bitch. So,
well, I before we go, I want you to, of course, give your information yet again. You know what I mean? I want them to have an opportunity, like what you got planned in the future. You got any shows or you got any projects and things like that? Go ahead and put them on.
This is more like the peak of my career. I feel like I haven't had so much going on in such little time as I do now. I have a performance at the Marrow. If you're from San Diego, California, I would love for you guys to show to the Marrow. It's on University Avenue. It's actually my first paid performance ever, so the more heads, the better. And if you're really fucking with me now, supporting me through this live, and just check me out, show up, take a picture with me. My cameraman's gonna be there. Shout me out, just look out for me. My name is eProdigy. I go by eProdigy SD all around the internet. That's eProdigy SD. Google it. Just put that. You'll find my IG. You'll find my Facebook, my Twitter, my SoundCloud, my YouTube. So yeah, that's where you guys can find me. And I interact the most on Instagram, and I interact the very most on Facebook. All my upcoming events are posted on Facebook first. That's where I have most of my subscribers. Instagram, I didn't have it for very long, so I don't have too much following there, but I am active in Instagram. eProdigy SD, that is me representing the 619. If you're from California, fuck with me. LA, the Bay, anywhere, talk to me. So that's where you can find me. I want you guys to stay active on all my new projects. I'm gonna be on today's Rappers magazine front page news for October issue. It should be coming out shortly. I have more videos that are dropping soon. I have a couple of songs that I got tucked in my emails waiting to be dropped. I'm working on nothing but visuals, so just stay tuned for the music videos on YouTube. So eProdigy SD, if you guys want to hit a subscribe button, all my videos are under my producer, my director, and my videographer's name, which is Timothy Collins. So if you see a video with the name Timothy Collins there, just hit that subscribe button and stay tuned because we got a lot more projects coming in the way. If you like reggaeton, if you like R&B, if you like hip hop, if you like rap, I'm that girl for you. So just check me out.
And before we go, do you got, I know you got some bars that was in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Could you bless us with that? Could you give us a 16 in Spanish?
I don't really have never like I haven't really worked in my Spanish rapping.
Okay.
I know that song I have, I just did it so dope. It was more like a freestyle to me. So I'm a fast rapper. I said what I say. I said, corazón de oro, con tu odio vuelvo loca, hueles tú a cloro como odio esa zorra, yo te doy de todo, tú me das de lo que sea, nena, con esa actitud me vuelvo fea, venga, vamos a la vuelta y ya, sabes que tu gente ve tu crueldad. It's just it's vibey. You're gonna like it, and I sing it. It's called Horas. Llámame la hora, no me dejes sola. It's a dope reggaeton song. I call it, honestly, I think I came up with a new genre. I call it trapeton. So it's like a trap and a reggaeton mixed together. It's called trapeton. So stay tuned. I'm gonna have that video. I'm gonna try to do a little hip rolling and a little salsa and a little video. Try to spice it up with the culture. Get international with it. So stay tuned, man.
Man, it's so much in store for you. You know what I mean? I could already see it. I'm so glad that I had the opportunity to interview you and, you know, introduce you to YouTube land, you know, at least to my family before you blew up. And when you finally do sit up there and get all the popularity and prosperity that I know that's coming in your future, they'll be like, hey, that's old girl from Woo 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 Woo. Sam was telling us, damn, man, oh shit. Oh, right, exactly. So, you know, I'm just appreciative, man, that I had an opportunity, you know what I mean, to call it before it even came into really existence, you know what I mean, because we could already see it. You know, those who got vision could already see it right now. You know what I mean? So I'm appreciative for that. Give them your information as far as Instagram, Facebook, SoundCloud, the name of the music videos on YouTube once more. Then after that, we out of here.
Okay, and thank you to you too, because I've been watching you for a very long time, and sometimes I don't always agree with some of the stuff you say, but I can't help but to love it because it's nothing but game and it's nothing but honesty, and I fuck with it, and I feel like destiny is a very important piece in life, and I feel like the fact that you found me wherever it is that you found me on Instagram, however it was just meant to be, and I feel like I could text one of my exes right now. You want to tune in into the Sinful the P interview? Remember when we used to faithfully watch him every day, where we wanted to call this man and have him pick up and have him either talk shit to us or agree with us? Because it was never no telling how it was gonna go, but we never got the chance to that. I'm just very blessed and very happy to interact with you this way. I'm very happy that you fuck with me. I'm so happy that you gave me the opportunity, the chance to show my craft and show my work and give you guys a little piece of my mind and mentality. You're also prospering with this events and giving all this free game to the motherfuckers who think that they got it, to the people who don't, you know what I'm saying, to the people who do. Just keep watching and stay tuned, and the name is eProdigy SD. Find One, Be This Way, my two best songs right there. And stay tuned for Trouble. I'm out here seeking trouble. Murder scenes all through my mental. Gasping for some air is hard to breathe with what I've been through. Killing hoes on beats. Homicide became so simple. I pop my Nina back and squeeze the handle like a pimple. Everything's all pure game, man. We out here. We in this.
I like that. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I appreciate you guys. Listen, man, everybody, give me about a half an hour. I'm going to just make some phone calls, make sure everybody all right, answer some text messages. But in about 30 minutes, I'm going to be on the Sinful to P page, and I'm getting ready to finally do that little debate that I told you guys that I was going to do between Jacquees and Ela, the little song that they had did. Yeah, you know, between the two versions.
Right?
They wanted to know which version was better, you
Oh.
know? And just to be honest, like, I'm gonna give my opinion within the video, but I'm gonna end up playing both versions of the song. And this is a way, of course, this is a great way for, you know, the Simple to P channel to get way more female followers, you know, by, you know, because the ladies like R&B. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna come back in about 30 minutes. And I'm gonna be on the Sinful to P channel. And the same way that y'all show the Sinful to P channel love, I need y'all ladies, the fellas too, but mostly the ladies. I need y'all to help me out and support this the same way that you supported that channel. I actually want this channel to be bigger than everything because I want more ladies over here. You know, let's get more women over here. The guys, I really don't want to see their ugly ass in the comment section. Here and I fucks with them, they my niggas, it is what it is. You know what I mean? But fellas, before we leave, did everybody gain the information? Is everybody satisfied with the information that she gave pertaining to her social networks? I want to make sure that everybody's in position to campaign. I want to make sure that everybody's in position to promote, encourage, and just do whatever you desire to do. You might be a guy, man, I want her to be my woman. All right, well, I'm gonna give you the opportunity. Man, I want her to be my bitch. Okay, well, I'm trying to fuck. Okay, I mean, fuck all of that. I want her to toot that ass up. I mean,
Yeah,
whatever you want her to do. You know, I'm giving you the opportunity to do your own thing. You know what I mean? And just do your own thing, man. Who else do it like that? You know, I want everybody to have an opportunity where they get to, you know, say something. You know, I don't be like them other guys. They be trying to hide the ladies.
yeah.
They don't be trying to share. They be telling girls, listen, don't say this, don't say that, don't get at nobody or none of that. Listen, man, the women, even my women, you know what I mean? They belong to the game, man. You know, and those that are outside of the game, they steal for everybody, man. You know what I mean? Like, man, y'all, listen, if she really with you and about you, then she gonna act like and conduct herself as if you're around when you're not around. And you don't have to play Black Ops to P and try to Mexican pimp and do some omnipresent shit to protect her from choosing up with somebody or being with somebody else. If she really for you, you can put her in a room full of vultures and she'll still conduct herself as if you around. If she a real bitch and she fucking with you and respect you as her man, it is.
Believe in you.
You're right, exactly. So I want to, before I leave, did everybody get the information? Did you have, you know what I mean, the information and things like that? Was it something else that you wanted from her as far as her music? Because I know bro was complaining about the SoundCloud. He wanted her SoundCloud information. And I know you should have it by now. You know what I mean? Y'all should have it by now. Yeah, she is hungry, bro. Blessings. You're like, she hungry, P. Yep, she is. You know what I mean? That those that hunger will be fed. Those that thirst, you know, that thirst shall be quenched. You know, but okay, everybody cool. Well, I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for coming through. Give me about 30 minutes. I'll be at the Sinful to P channel, and everything gonna be all right, man. Hope y'all live as long as you want, and never want as long as you live, man. Be blessed. One.